Hey guys, I'm back and we're here to do some night raids. Yeah, I've got about 4 raid energies that I'm gonna go through in this video. I don't want to go through any cans, kind of conserving my cans for any raid events that do come up soon. So I'll just go through some 4 and I think I'll do something a little bit different in this video. Before we get started with raids, I guess I could talk about the 5 stars that I do have and give my opinions on them. And like I said, it's gonna be my opinions, what I think about them, and how they work with how I use them. It's of course it's different for everybody. Everybody doesn't have the same cards, and some people have better. Well, some cards are better suited with other people's team compositions, and just understand it's just my opinion. I'm not trying to make some cards seem bad, or I don't. Okay, they're just my opinions. If you disagree, that's fine. And yeah, I'll get started on this. I think I'm just gonna do 4 cards per night or per video, and I'm gonna start with the first 4 that I have here. I'm gonna start with Morgan. Now Morgan's the first 5-star that I brought up to tier 4, and he's also the first one that I've maxed out to 80. Now, maybe about 5 months ago, Morgan, oh yeah, everybody wanted to have a Morgan team. Even I wanted a Morgan team. Team him up with Tyrese, and it was like Batman and Robin. They seemed unstoppable at the time, and a lot of people had a hard time figuring out how to beat them. Eventually, everybody realized that Morgan's a punching bag where you build up your AR, because unfortunately all he does is heal. So the more you attack him, the more you let him build up his AR, he'll just continue healing. And if he's the only one you're attacking and everybody's at full health, and he's just it became harder and harder to use him on defense, because like I said, everybody figured out how to beat him. And his AR, even so it's 75, because of his leader skill and he's getting attacked, the 75 AR doesn't even seem like it's a 75. Sometimes he can go off after one round of or one turn of getting hit. So I'd say he's a solid card to use on offense, because well, let me put it this way. A lot of cards, they just seem so good when you're using them, when you're controlling them, when you're deciding who to hit, who not to hit. And Morgan, if using him on offense, it's good. I like using him once in a while. But as far as defense go, it's hard to use him for defense nowadays. I do use him currently as my defense, and to be honest, it's only because during this last war event, I just decided to use Morgan, and I stopped using Morgan for a good while. But currently, the team that I have set up around him, he's actually been defending pretty good. He's actually getting me. I think one time I turned on the game and I had like 6 or 7 defense in a row, and it surprised me. So as soon as I saw that, I was like, maybe something's working with the team that I have set around him. I think he's still worth having. I don't think he's as good as he was before, but yeah, he's if you have the SD points and he's available, I might think about it it depends on the teams that you're trying to build. Obviously, Andrea is like the best one out of the supply depot. I'd say him, or Tyrese are like the second best when it comes to him and Tyrese. I'd have a tough decision deciding which one I'd buy first. But like I said, it depends on the cards that you do have. If you have a lot of melee cards, then yeah, you want to go with Morgan. If you have a lot of range, blue, tough, yeah, you want to go with Andrea. But here I go again. I'm going off subject, talking about something else. Morgan right here, he's a good card. He's not as great as he used to be, but he still has his uses, especially on offense. And I guess if you do have the right cards, and you could still set up a good defense. And like I said, I still get beat. You know, I'm not saying that the way I have my team set up around him is unbeatable. I still get beat. I still lose rep, but I seem to get more defense now. So maybe it's more dependent on how you set them up, and you can't set it up the way it used to be. You know, like the Tyrese Morgan combo. I don't think that works anymore. But I got him from the SD when he was, I think I got him for 45k points. But okay, let's move on to the next guy. Now, this guy, Lee, all I can say is one word: awesome. This is an awesome card. Human Shield. Everybody wants a Human Shield, and it's the main reason why is because to be able to allow the other team to focus on just one target, because well, just like, you know, let's look at this game. This game, when you're doing the raids, when you're doing your battles, is basically like an RPG. In every RPG, you have your DPS, you have your healers, and then you have your tanks. Human Shield is the only specialist skill, or the only cards in this game that are actual tanks. And without tanks, and if you ever played those RPG games online, it's hard to go through, I guess PvP, not PvP, but go through dungeons, play the game without having a viable tank. And that's what this guy is. He allows those DPS such as Andrea, DPS like the fast DPS like Jesus, Sandy, you know, you name it. He's able to, you know, absorb all the damage that's coming from the other team, to allow your other cards to just build up their AR and dish out damage. He's a solid card. On top of that, that 44 AP, that very fast adrenaline rush. It's an excellent adrenaline rush. 525% damage to one enemy. That's high damage output. On top of that, he gives a 40% attack buff. So as far as cards go, he's probably the best one in this game right now. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people will agree with me. And this is one opinion I'm pretty sure everybody agrees with. Lee is one of the best cards in this game. And I was lucky enough to get him during the Fast and Ferocious. I did a big pull. It was on the first big pull that I did on that Premier Recruits event. He dropped on I believe the fourth pull. And actually, it shocked the heck out of me, because I was half asleep. I saw him on the cover. Obviously, there was more cards that were being advertised that were part of the event, but he was the one in the cover of it, And like I said, I decided just give it a shot, did the big pull. And on the fourth one, boom, he did that axe strike. I saw him and I was like, wow. I know that, as soon as I pulled him, I knew that it would change the way I played the game, because he literally changes your whole team, the way you play, the way you set up teams. It's hard for me to set up a team without considering putting him in there now. But, okay, that's enough about Lee. He's an awesome card, and he's a card that, if you're lucky enough to get, yes, he's a must-have. Alright, the next guy is the Green Jesus. Now, this guy, I won't put him as, up there as, as good as Lee, but he's almost at that level. The fact that he's a command specialist is awesome. The things they brought into the game, it's a game changer. If there was any game changer, I'd say command specialist, because command actually allows you to do things, counter, certain teams, like Andrea teams. With, command, you're able to defeat the Andrea teams that seemed unbeatable before. But, yeah, he has command, so that's what makes him, that's one of the things that make him good. But his adrenaline rush is also, an excellent, adrenaline rush. That 500 damage and 45 heal, the hurt and heal, it's awesome. The fact that it's at 45 and it's fast, he's able to heal his teammates, able to heal himself, and put out that high damage. He's an excellent card. I wish I would have got 2 of them. I know I've seen videos where people did big pulls and they end up getting 3, and for me, he's one of those cards that, I guess, in the top tier or in the high ranks, he's a must-have. He's up there as far as, like, you have to have an Andrea team. You have to have a nice splash damage card like Jesus or Sandy. You see, it's almost a must. You have to have, a shield in the high ranks, and you have to have a Green Jesus. I think every team that I faced during the last war, almost, the high rank guys or the top faction guys, all of them had 1 or 2 Jesus, and it made it a little difficult to face them. But it's understandable, because this is a solid card. Jesus is a solid card. All right. And how I received him during that event, oh man, I did a lot of pulls. I don't know if you've seen some of my my fast team. I have 4 Jesus blades, so you could kind of guess how many pulls I did to try to get him. But the thing is, I have Jesus blades and I have Jesus scrap swords. So I won't disclose how many pulls I did during that weekend, but I did quite a few. And the time when I was able to get him was, I think I was almost ready to give up. I did pulls after pulls, and I did not. He just wouldn't, come out. And I think I was just, like I said, I was ready to give up. And then I decided to just do a 10 pull. Yeah, I did get him on a 10 pack. I did a 10 pack, and he popped up on I believe the 4th or the 5th pull of that 10 pack. But he's a great card. Let's see, and I'll make this one the last one. I think I posted a video when I got this guy. I got him on the 3rd pull. I did a big pull, and he was the 3rd one to come out in that big pull. Now this guy, I haven't been using him that long, But and I don't know what other people's opinion on him are, but I think this guy is just right up there with Jesus. I mean, he's not at the level of Lee as far as you know, something that you need to put on every team that you have, but he is very useful, and I think some of the videos, most of the videos that I upload, most of my teams consist of having him in there. This AR where you heal, you will revive and revive your teammate with 60% of their max HP. It really changes the game. Like I said, having a tank, go down, Lee go down, or any other characters, that's in your team, go down, and as soon as you see his AR, you know that it's gonna bring your other card back up, and it changes the tides. If anything, one match where it seems like you're gonna lose, pop in his AR, reviving that teammate. It'll give you that win. It'll change a loss to a win, just like that. And this execution special skill, it's like I said, it's handy, and it's situational. There'll be situations where it will, make sense, or you'll be glad that it's available. But then there'll be some where it didn't matter because their health was already low as it is. But it's nice to have. It's better to have that than not to have it at all, I guess, if you want to put it that way. But he's a solid card. I'm glad I got him. I'm still, even so, I've been using him and been raiding with him. As far as his usefulness, we're still going, like I said, I'm still using him, still trying to get used to whether or not he, fits best in what the team that I have. Because, I'll just put it this way, he's a good card. I believe that he has his usefulness. His AR, is excellent, and that revive, it brings something new to the game, and I think he's up there with Green Jesus. Okay, so that's 4 cards, and hopefully a lot of the things I said wasn't too confusing, and all right, hopefully the stuff I mentioned about those 4 cards made sense. And like I said, they are just my opinion. You may not agree with anything that I said about certain cards, but that's it. It's just my opinion. It may work better with your teams, your set of cards. I'm just going by my experience in using them. So let's go ahead and start rating, but I will try to do this every night. I got a lot of cards that, I'll go through. And like I said, maybe I'll go through 2 or 3, this, I did 4. It seemed like doing those 4 was just way too long. Because really, some cards are just very outstanding cards, and you could spend 30 minutes to an hour just talking about that card. Yeah, but then again, you'll end up having certain cards that'll probably take you just a second to talk about. Like this buddy of mine right here, Gator. But yeah, let's go ahead and just get started with some raids. And today I'm going to be raiding with Let's see, this team, the Clem and Lee reunion. Now, I don't know about how many, how many of you guys enjoyed, or whether or not you guys like the Telltale series. I, for one, love the Walking Dead Telltale series, and season one was one of my favorites. And one of my favorite characters was, Lee. I was sad to see him go. Sad to see, what season one was. Like I said, I loved it. And I like the Clem character. I love Clem from season two, and I'm looking forward to season three to see how that turns out. But it's having, when I was able to get this Clem, it just this is one of the reasons why I was so happy, because they have red versions of Lee and Clem, and like I said, I don't really like range, so, and I've always wanted to get this Clem, and main reason is to pair her up with Lee, and yeah, it's we're gonna go and do some raids with this team, and let's see, we'll see how it goes. She's not fully leveled at her tier 3, but I think I was able to bring her up to 44. Well, we'll go ahead and see how this goes. I'm gonna try to stick with bots as usual. Don't like being on revenge lists. Try to stay away from that list. Yeah, I try to keep myself hidden. Try to conserve that rep. Do a little bit ghosting once in a while. But for the most part, like I said, it doesn't. I'm not one of those guys that get bothered if I see a lot of defeats. But at the same time, I do want to move up in rank. I think right now I'm currently at rank 24. And I do want to get under that, 20th, rank. Try to get in the teens. I know that it'll be very difficult in my region to even think about getting to the top 10. But I'm pretty sure I can probably, maybe with a little bit more grinding, get within the top 10. But we'll see. And let's go ahead and get some raids started. All right. Well, Angela. Oh, I think I know who this person is. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this started. Let's do this. Use this Clem team. All right. Well, doesn't look too difficult. Okay, Jesus, you're hiding your weapon. I have no clue what weapon you have. I know Abraham has that, so you know what? Let's go ahead and hit the Chad. Oh, he's almost dead, so yeah, you know what? I won't even shield. We'll take that damage. Let's see who we'll go after next. Let's go ahead and, you know what? With the health that we have, and since we have Herschel on the team, yeah, you know what? I'm not too afraid of this. Wow. That's a lot of damage I took. And Clem is down. Let's get rid of this Jesus. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and attack this guy. Give Abraham. But let's see. We're going to go ahead and I want to take out Angela, take away her, and we brought Clem back, and you know what, she's almost dead. Let's take out Abraham, hit Angela, shield with Lee, and all that's left is Beth. And Clem's, wow, her Clem's AR is up. Yeah, let's finish this off. Okay. that one's done and over with, and let's go ahead and move on to the next. Alright, let's go ahead and take this Andrea team out. Alright, let's see whether or not we could take this Andrea out. Yes, go ahead and shield. Let's try to take out the second one. You know what? I won't be shielding this time. See if I could take her out. Yes, took her out. And which one of these guys do I want to take out? You know what? Let's try to take out Scout. It's like, man, I mean, seriously, who'd come out with the name Scout? I mean, it's so unoriginal. Yeah, Scout. Alright, let's hit Bruce. Clementine's AR is up again. Wow. That Jesus Blade really helps out. Let's hit with Ellen. Alright. Another team down. Yeah, so, you know what, Clem's leader skill, it does, you know, it helps out a lot. And I think the only reason why I'd want to bring her up is just to give her more, let her survive more during these raids. On top of that, you know, give more damage to her strikes, and you know, if her AR eventually is available, give that one more oomph, I guess, if you want to say, call it that. But let's go ahead and take this team. We're gonna go ahead and hit Denise with her 106 AR, and then we're gonna start hitting Glenn. Hit this Jesus. And then that. See whether or not we could take out Molly. Yep. Shield one more time. Hit her, and then finish off with Clem. Alright. Yeah, this team is actually pretty solid, you know. I'm certainly liking it. So I can't wait until I can bring her. Like I said, I want to take her to level 70. You know, max her out at tier 3, and you know, with the way this team is working, I want to see how it goes some more. I might just tier her 4 next. You know, because her card actually looks pretty decent at tier 4. You know, she gets that backpack, her hood is over her head. Yeah, she's actually looks great. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna hit the white. I don't like his AR at all. Shield, and okay, pretty sure I'm gonna get hit with the eagle eye. Alright. Strikes from Jesus. Eagle eye. Wow, and I even got mauled. And see, look at that. Lee survived a strike from Jesus. You know, granted, it's 35% across the, you know, the board. So he only received 35% from Jesus. Next, he got shot with an eagle eye, and then that's 3 strikes. This is what, 800% plus 800% plus 350. So it's 1950, 1950% damage he received, and because of Clem's leader skill, that 30% HP, 30% defense, Lee right now is still standing. I mean, I, I, I wasn't expecting, this type of, I guess, performance from that leader skill. But wow, it's nice. I mean, wow, it's excellent. All right, I believe that's the last of my energy. Let me take a look. Oh, I got one more. We got enough for one more match. Let's go ahead and let's try to get somebody lower. Get it a little bit more, rep. Let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and take this Tyrese. Sorry. Oh, they have Vernon. I feel sorry for this guy. Nothing to, actually, you know what? I'm not going to even be nice. Vernon is a crappy 5-star. I mean, that 80% is nice. 80% defense is nice. Tyrese does 80% defense, but Tyrese heals. Tyrese, and I believe Tyrese AR goes off at 58. Vernon is like 75, I believe, 76, and all he offers is 80%. So yeah, he's an awful 5-star. And I'm sorry if anybody, this is anybody's team and they're watching this. I'm sorry. Vernon sucks. Alright, let's see. How are we gonna do this? Let's go ahead and strike with Lee. Get that 40%. Do a little bit more damage. I'm gonna go ahead and just take some hits. Won't be shielding this one because like I said, that leader skill makes me more confident as far as taking hits from these teams. Alright, let's go ahead and just take her out, take that Sherry out. So that's the last of my energy, and yeah, that's that one match where Lee took all those hits. Wow, it's surprising to me. I think earlier I mentioned how I rated with him, and he got hit with 2 Eagle Eyes. Right now, with him getting hit with Maul, Eagle Eye plus Jesus, it's pretty nice. All right, this was a long video. I apologize for that, but I hope it was enjoyable, at least just a tiny bit. And I'll try to make this. I do this every night. Go through my cards. I went through 4. I think I have about 20 plus cards to go. And like I said, hopefully this is something a little bit more entertaining than just seeing the raids that I do. So I'll see you guys later, and I hope you guys have a good night.